Mandalorian and Grogu movie at Sigourney Weaver. Cool. Hey, welcome to Mirror Domains Movie News, your place for entertainment headlines. And indeed, this is a live news show for movie fans, where we talk about some of the trending movie news headlines of the day, including what's going on with Jeff Bridges. That Longlegs movie is getting some interesting buzz. 28 years later, it gets a release date. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes has opened up. We'll take a look at some of the early numbers for that. Hey, guys, if you'd like to talk movies, come here and join us here on Mirror Domains. Right now, it's showing that, okay, there, finally, the YouTube is showing that we're up and running. Let's take a look at some early numbers for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Thursday night previews. Thursday night previews. There we go. Deadline, 3 hours ago. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes still reigning with $52 to $55 million opening. Saturday box office update. So, I want to know how much it made on Thursday, because that usually gives us an idea of where it's headed. 40 to 50 million is not exactly that high. Friday it made 22.2, which is good. I really like the movie, guys. Did you go out and see it yet? Or are you going to go see it tonight? I would implore you to at least go out and see it at a matinee if you can, because it is totally worthwhile seeing in the theater. I guess there's plans for more Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Producers are saying that they've got a vision for 5 more movies. Let's not put the cart ahead of the horse here just yet. This is the start of a new trilogy or new series of events within this universe, right? I guess it could go on for 5 movies, but do you want it to? Like, at least with these characters, I like the idea of them having like these small kind of sections of time that we have with these types of characters. Like we had Caesar for the first 3. Now, if we get Noah for the next 3, that's fine with me, right? Have their arcs come to some kind of conclusion instead of dragging out. Writer-producer duo Rick Jaffa and Amanda Silver, who wrote the first 3, as well as produced Kingdom, said that they had a vision for 9 movies in total. Wait a minute. They were only producing them, this new one. They didn't really have much to do with it, did they? They just produced it? With Kingdom, we really feel like we've set the foundation for at least 2 more movies with these characters. Yes, okay, so they're echoing what I just said, right? But we'll see. A lot of it depends on the audience's reaction too, said Jaffa, on the potential for more movies. So then I guess we have to go over to the tomato meter and see where we are standing. Because yesterday it was sitting fairly good. It was certified fresh, 83, or it was at 83, but now it's 80% with 211 reviews, 79 by the audience. And I had predicted that it would be somewhere in the same ballpark from the audience to the critics, and it's hanging around there. It's a good movie. People are going out and seeing it. I'm sure they're echoing what Jeremy Johns said about it, right? Where he said like the middle kind of like meanders a little bit, but for the most part, guys, if you see it on the big screen, you're going to be mesmerized by the visual effects that are going on in the back when they're just talking. Some of the favorite scenes that I had were just Raka and Noah talking by the fire at night, because they're talking about like society and how they look at culture and stuff like that. So somebody who did like it, Real Reviews, Planet of the Apes fans will almost certainly be pleased by this outing. New York Magazine didn't like it. It all looks great, and there are some interesting ideas knocking about in here, but much of the film also has a slog, because neither Noah or May come across in particularly exciting, complicated characters. May. Well, May's not only in it for the beginning. What are you talking about? Did you watch the, it's like the trio that you see here on the poster are, right here, are Raka, Nova, and Noah. Why are they all called Nova, guys? You have to have a little bit of knowledge of what happened in the first three. Yeah, I guess, I don't know. Anyway, played by Freya Allen, and she did a fantastic job in that. So, uh, guys, do we? I'm hoping that the box office will allow us. It's being projected for a $55 million weekend. Let's go to the daily totals. I want to see if we can get some concrete numbers here. I know they haven't published Friday's numbers yet, but they're saying for a $55 million weekend on a circa $160 million budget. Remember, next week it's not going to have a whole lot of competition. Strangers Chapter 1 opens. That's kind of like a horror thing. That's not the same type of audience. There's that Amy Winehouse biopic that opens up. That's not kind of like the same. I think there's a other kids movie that opens up. It's not the same audience, right? Okay. Silver added, when you first came up with this idea, the Apes franchise, way back, you saw 9 movies. We thought, this is crazy ambitious, but here we are. We're at 4. So they want 9. I don't know, guys. I just take it one step at a time is what I say. Director Westball breathes new life into the global epic franchise, set several generations in the future following Caesar's reign, in which apes are dominant species living harmoniously and humans have reduced to living in the shadows. Well, I wouldn't say that the apes are living harmoniously. If you've seen the trailers for this, you know what I'm talking about. Because obviously there's like, and I equated this movie to events kind of like what happened. If you ever saw Apocalypto, that's a lot of what kind of happens in this. Oh yeah, that was a heartbreaking scene too. Is this something that we need to talk about? Like, look at the textures, man, and seeing it on the big screen, it's jaw dropping. It's just like I'm mesmerized by it. I can't take my eyes off of it. I want to watch it again, and I'm thinking maybe I'd go watch it in IMAX. That's how good it is. No One, Proximus Caesar, good villain. Really interesting way to use them. So for the most part, guys, 9 Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes movies. What do you think? Would you be up for that? Yeah. Let's get into the main story for today. The Grogu movie, adding Sigourney Weaver. Sigourney Weaver returns to space for The Mandalorian and Grogu ? She's in talks, which means that's probably going to happen. We know that The Mandalorian and Grogu movie is supposed to be like the next movie that's supposed to come out. It was going to be that Rogue Squadron. And then who knows what's going on with the Rey movie. I don't think the Rey movie is going to happen. But I think The Mandalorian and Grogu will be the next one for sure. Sigourney Weaver in talks. That's awesome. She's done sci-fi before, and she's got that gravitas that we've always appreciated in that genre. So who would she be? A bad guy, good guy? Make her the bad guy. Let her play with her acting abilities, because she's a great actress. Tons of range. It arrives in 2026. 7 years by the time it arrives in 2026. Mandalorian and Grogu. As reported by The Hollywood Reporter, Sigourney Weaver is near a deal to become part of the Star Wars saga. Okay. So the movie will be directed by Jon Favreau, which is a thumbs up by a lot of people. A lot of people were saying disenchanted with season 3 is putting it mildly, right? Which concluded last year, and they haven't had any talks about season 4. I haven't heard a thing. Where do you go with season 4? Do you go with more Bo-Katan stuff, which I would like to see because I'm a Katie Sackhoff fan, but it's like that's not Mandalorian Grogu anymore. The sad thing is that the Mandalorian and Grogu storyline kind of ended. It concluded with the culmination of season 2. But it was so popular. How do you, like, the mandate is, well, this is what's generating views. This is what people want to see. So you got to, even though the story was done, we got to keep that ball rolling because money talks, and that's the way we've got to go. So Favreau said previously, I have loved telling stories in the rich world that George Lucas created. The prospect of bringing The Mandalorian and his apprentice Grogu to the big screen is extremely exciting. Slated for May 22nd, 2026. I'm still a little bit dubious, though. There's supposed to be other projects by Charmin Obey-Chinoy. That's the Rey movie. Dave Filoni was going to be doing something. James Mangold was going to be doing the oranges of the Jedi. Taika Waititi's movie's not happening. Rian Johnson's not happening. And then they were just saying that they were trying to get Patty Jenkins Rogue Squadron back, and it's like, I don't think that's going to happen either, guys. You got to hit a home run. Adding Sigourney Weaver's top-tier talent, some familiarity to the sci-fi world. For Mandalorian and Grogu, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below, and we will talk about it. YouTube metrics say that this is the peak time for my audience to be online. And I thought that on a quick Saturday afternoon, we would jump on and see what people are saying out there. Well, it says many of my viewers on. So hopefully that live notification goes out. Actually, it says tomorrow afternoon, but Sundays I'm usually working, so it's kind of like it's hard to be on. But people have been finding the videos, and people have been having a lot of fun here on Mirror Domains. What kind of content can you find? Well, we talked about the new Superman suit. We talked about trailer reactions for Deadpool and Wolverine, Megalopolis and Acolyte, Quiet Place Day 1. We've done movie reviews for things that are in the theater right now for The Fall Guy and Tarot. And of course, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, Fallout series full reactions. And then we do movie news throughout the week when we can. And then I think we're going to be starting full live reactions to 8-Body Problem or whatever it's called, 3-Body Problem on Netflix. We'll see if we can get into that. I like sci-fi, so from the creators and writers of Game of Thrones, I hear it's a bit mixed, but hey, genre stuff is my bag, including 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later. So I'm really looking forward to 28 Years Later. It gets a release date and everything we know from the first film from Danny Boyle and Alex Garland, sequel trilogy. Yeah, they're planning the next set of movies to be a trilogy. The Rage Virus. It's slated for June 20th, 2025. 2025, that's some quick turnaround. I don't know if they can make that. They would have to start shooting it like soon, like within the next week or so. The plot's under wraps. The third film in the 28 Days Later. There was talks that the lady who did Candyman was going to direct it, but no, Danny Boyle is going to be directing it, which is good because he directed the first one. I like the second one a lot. Robert Carlyle. Tragic story, right? It introduced a lot of people to Jeremy Renner. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Alex Garland, the guy who did Ex Machina, starring Jodie Comer, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Ray Fiennes, and Jack O'Connell. So, if they've set that release window, guys, for June 20th, 2025, summer movie, I guess the script must be done and a lot of pre-visual stuff must be done. Where do you go, though, right? 28 Weeks Later did a good job of establishing that we, as a species of humans, had kind of segregated ourselves in like these compounds and stuff, right? We've isolated ourselves to like these cities and stuff, which was an interesting idea. But if it's 28 years later, have we not beaten the rage virus? Or maybe we're living alongside them now. Who knows? I'm sure it'll probably dabble a little bit into maybe like a variant of the virus getting out and wreaking havoc again. But I'll be up for it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, let's talk about Nicolas Cage and Longlegs because I am very, very interested in Longlegs, a new, well, upcoming horror movie. First Longlegs reactions call it one of the scariest films of the year. Oz Perkins, next film already greenlit. Yeah, we talked about that yesterday on yesterday's movie news show about working with Tatiana Maslany, right? Well, actually, they've got like he's going to be working with her twice, which is good. But if you didn't know, Nicolas Cage plays a serial killer that stalks people and sends messages to like the FBI and stuff, like very Zodiac killer-ish. Uh, it's been really intriguing viral marketing. So let's take a look at some of the early reviews. I was so lucky to see Longlegs, and no exaggeration, it could be the best horror of 2024. Oz Perkins can really get under my skin. This is his masterpiece. Micah Monroe gives a fabulously unique lead performance, and Cage, nightmarish, maybe the scariest 10 minutes ever. 10 minutes, wow. Matt Donato, Longlegs, holy S. Oz Perkins has crafted an outstandingly bleak and fiendish investigative thriller. That's hard to spit out. Investigative. Hey, it's so violently evil. Evil? A film that lingers in your thoughts, under your skin, and in the pit of your stomach. Well, it's after it's over. So, and I know Matt Donato had said in previous statements that he's not a big fan of Oz Perkins, right? So, hey, sometimes it takes a little while for you to find your stride. All right, quite confident calling Longlegs my favorite Oz Perkins film, says Perry Nemiroff. Those teasers sell it well. The mystery unsolved serial killer case is wildly fascinating and hugely unnerving. No spoilers, of course, but where things land, I've never seen anything quite like it. I tend to. And she likes horror. She's, if you don't know, she's just like me. Horror is her bag. Comes out July 12th, guys. So we're still like more than a month away, 2 months away, actually. But the viral marketing has worked for me, giving like little clues and stuff like that. Of course, since we're 2 months away, there still hasn't been posted anything here. I hear Alicia Witt is also good in this. Yeah. So, look forward to that. Longlegs, early buzz. This has been good. Let's keep in the realm of genre with Godzilla X Kong getting a sequel. Godzilla X Kong sequel taps Shang-Chi's Dave Callahan to pen the script. Okay, guys, I had lots of fun with Godzilla X Kong. I was actually quite fond of that movie. And it was a good theatrical experience. Let's pull up the tomato meter and see where Godzilla X Kong on the tomato meter. New Empire. Yeah, the critics were kind of harsh on it, but guys, it's just fun. 54% by critics, 91% by the audience. Now, I'm not a 91%. I know, I admit that it had its flaws, but what I liked about Godzilla X Kong was that there were big segments of the film that were just silent. Well, not silent, but like there was no humans. There was no dialogue. It was just monsters doing their thing, roaming around. And I found like that extremely refreshing because you didn't really see that in other films where it was like, okay, we got Millie Bobby Brown, so it's got to be about some human characters. But no, it was mostly about Kong trying to find others like him in Hollow Earth, and then of course he gets caught up in a fiasco of Scar King, right? And hey, there he is, Scar King, who was, I thought, a fairly unique villain to have, and the way that they used Godzilla in it, was cool. I would be open for more, but it's going to be coming from the director of Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi. Now, I liked about 75% of Shang-Chi until the third act, where it just turned into a big CGI cartoon, and it kind of took away from the dramatic elements of like the father-son element that I thought was the backbone of it. But hey, um, I think that was more on the directors and studios, because it seemed at the base of it, the script for Shang-Chi was there, right? So I'd be on board for this. Any comments here? Funny how a movie that doesn't have any characters that take the Lord's name in. What? What are you talking about? How can a popular movie without being negative towards God? What? The same with Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Every other movie has. What are you talking about? Get out of here. Thumbs down. Gets Destroyer into the Burning Godzilla story. Actually explore Oxygen Destroyer rather than making it a throwaway reference. No, guys, I don't know what the heck those people are talking about. Go to space. Bring in the aliens that come down and want to take Godzilla to their planet. Have something like that happen. That's where I would go with it. But we got the Shang-Chi writer in on it. See what he can come up with. What do you guys think about that? Yeah, it's not going to be a long show today, guys. I was thinking about half an hour. Because I want to enjoy my time off. Jeff Bridges is a good actor. One of my favorite actors. Grendel. Jeff Bridges is set to star in live-action monster movie with an all-star cast. Well, we just talked about monster movies. Fascinating. What's this? From director Robert D. Krzyzewski. And the Jim Henson Company will collaborate to bring the story of the Beowulf monster tale to life. Of course, we're going to see him next in Tron Ares. We just saw that he signed up for that. Probably just a cameo, but that's fine. Yeah, we know that. So get with your Joe Blow. You need to update the story here. So Deadline revealed that Jeff Bridges will lead Grendel, for the Jim Henson Company. All right. Grendel will involve the monster of Beowulf telling his side of the story. This new interpretation will be helmed by Robert D. Krzyzewski, known for A Man Who Killed That Guy and The Bigfoot. And Bigfoot. Never heard of either of those. Okay. Bridges will be joined by an impressive lineup of an all-star cast, which include Dave Bautista. Yeah, that's cool. Bryan Cranston. Cool. Well, we just saw him in Godzilla, right? Yeah. So is it going to be like with puppets? Because if it's working with Jim Henson Studios, that's what I'm getting here. Bridges Lebowski co-star Sam Elliott, who is also seen on Stars Born, will play the dragon. Thomasin McKenzie will also be in this. Guys, you know that I like Thomasin McKenzie. Yes, Last Night in Soho was good. Old was meh. But Last Night in Soho, definitely. We did a full live reaction for that. That's up on the channel. Watch that if you want to. Or not, whatever. The director expressed his interest in adapting this story for the big screen. Grendel represents everything I love about the movies. John Gardner's mad masterpiece cleverly tackles what it is to be human through the wild-eyed lens of a monster. It's an honor to work with such a remarkable group of storytellers, all of whom seek to bring something wonderful and unexpected to audiences now. So the Jim Henson Company. So that, yeah, I'm getting, if it's not puppets, it's going to be like animatronics, right? There has to be no accurate telling of this epic in feature film form. Let's hope this one might. Yeah, the Beowulf story has just been butchered and not, like, they take an angle of it and then just murder it, right? Crispin Glover is my Grendel for life. So we got some Grendel diehard fans out there. This looks good except for the involvement of those who did Happy Time Murders. I couldn't bring myself to watch and look at that travesty. Well, that's on you. Jeff Bridges, though, interesting project. I'll keep my eye on that. Guys, as I said, it's not going to be a long show today. So we're pretty much wrapping up here. But I do want to talk about this. Taylor Swift. If you didn't know, I am a Swiftie. Big Taylor Swift fan. I'm not going to be able to see her show in Toronto because it's all sold out, and I never got through the ticket window. Whatever. Toronto would have been a nice venue to see it. I might have an outside chance to see it in Vancouver, but I'd have to fly all the way across the country to see that show. Oh, yeah. Anyway, Taylor Swift wows Paris fans on night 2 with change to set list and brand new mashup. Well, if you didn't know, she just dropped a new album, The Tortured Poets Department. So people are thinking, well, yeah, are you going to be including those new songs? And she is, with new outfits and stuff. So that's cool. Now, I guess because of the new material, though, we're going to lose some other songs, which are fine, because she'll still play the hits. And I've seen some of the outfits that she's been using for the Tortured Poets Department. I saw the outfit for, I think it was Down Bad that she was playing. Yeah. So there's a new era to the Eras Tour. It's just, man, I really want to see it. I really want to see it live, but it's kind of like, yes, I would pay an arm and a leg to do it, but it's just, it's not on the cards for me this time. Not this time. So, a mashup of 2 songs from her album, Is It Over Now and Out of the Woods. Yeah, and that's what she did. So she would do like half of a song and then mash it in with another one to have all of the songs have some kind of representation, right? Which was fine. It was kind of cool to see how she was doing that. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Next, Tiffany Smith. Gravitas Ventures acquires worldwide rights to indie thriller In Flight, ahead of Cannes premiere. And of course, the film is going to be starring Tiffany Smith. There she is in the middle, or she's going to be part of it, which is cool. I am a Tiffany Smith fan. If you didn't know, she was the voice in Kevin Smith's Masters of the Universe. She was in a bunch of TV movies and stuff. Actually, let's just take a look at her resume here on the IMDb. Yeah. She worked with Harloff for a bit, right? Doing like Schmoes No kind of stuff. Upcoming. In Flight. Post-production. Scalped. Post-production. Completed. The Power Within. Like, she's a good actress. She's got some abilities that are surprising. Like, wow. Like, I didn't realize that you were that good of an actor. Like that kind of a, she's got range is what I'm trying to say. In Flight. The night before Claire Reynolds' trip to Paris, she catches the eye of a mysterious, handsome stranger. That's the last thing she remembers before waking up on a plane with no recollection of what happened after that. So she's the main lead in this, if that's what's going to happen here. She plays Claire. Is this going to be at Cannes? Bo Youngblood. Never heard of her. See what else she's directed. Produced some stuff. She's only directed Skull, a short. So In Flight. Haven't seen any trailers for this. Maybe I'll just take a quick look here. In Flight, yeah, we just read the synopsis. So she catches the eye of Marco Cristo Fernandez. Is that him right there? A mysterious, charming, handsome stranger. So a little bit, it's kind of like a mix-up of Taken, but not for nefarious reasons or something. Weird. So yeah, oh, and there she is right there. She ends up on a plane all by herself. Or maybe it is a little bit like Taken. Who knows? But I am a Tiffany Smith fan, so I'll check this out if I can. What a great team. Can't wait to see it, says one person in the comments. Let's go over to the YouTube and see if we can pull up a teaser for this. No, I'm not seeing it. Flight attendant, flight movie, plane. What the heck is this? Titanic 2, The Return of Jack, first trailer. Yeah, guys, this is going to be one of the things about AI. They put together these things, and it's entertaining. 3.3 million views a month ago. Yeah, as you can see, there's no trailer or anything yet for In Flight, but I'll keep my eye on that because I am a Tiffany Smith fan. Going to champion her work. Let's talk about Tom Holland. Tom Holland uh, canceled Romeo and Juliet due to production difficulties. Guys, why is it always the crew that gets thrown under the bus? Oh, it's a lighting crew. I'm sorry, the show can't go on because the guys they ruined it. No, is that true? Something doesn't ring right about this. So Romeo and Juliet was going to be on Broadway, right, from Jamie Lloyd, and it was going to have Tom Holland in it. They had to issue a statement. It cannot go ahead as planned. The reason was given due to technical aspects of the production needing further preparation. The performance of Romeo and Juliet on Saturday, 11th, May 11th, did not go ahead as planned. Just to say that he had a bad sandwich or something. why do you have to throw the tech crew, the stage crew under the bus? Because I used to be on the stage crew. You got to blame somebody for something going wrong. It just doesn't pass the sniff test, if you know what I mean. Whatever. Tom Holland playing. Was he playing Romeo though? Or was he playing like Tybalt or something? Or Mercutio? Fascinating. I guess he was playing Romeo, right? Whatever. Guess you can't see it, guys. Whatever. All right. That's all I have in the can for today. Just looking at some comments here. I don't know what the heck they're talking about. For some reason, a lot of people are buzzing in on my Rock Apocalypse short, saying they don't want to see The Rock. Yeah, I don't want to see The Rock either play Apocalypse. It's not my bag. There was a new trailer for Bike Riders that dropped. Trailer number 3. I wanted to take a look at this. Is an interesting movie that was supposed to come out last year, and then it lost its distribution. It's got Tom Hardy and Austin Butler, Mike Faced. Whoops, sorry guys. We just saw Mike Faced in Challengers. Michael Shannon, Norman Reedus. Yeah, that's Norman Reedus right there. I barely recognize him. So I'm glad that they tried to change him up from looking like Daryl. Didn't recognize him. Inspired by true events. It's basically a guy who becomes a biker and then gets sucked down into that world of crime. Tom Hardy's kind of like the leader of the gang. Jodie Comer falls in love with him. Things go off the rails. Things go bad. New trailer, guys. Did you watch it? I'll watch it because I'm a Tom Hardy fan. I'm slowly becoming a big Austin Butler fan. Fade, he did a fantastic job with Fade Routha in Doom Part 2. I know that a lot of people liked him as Elvis. I was a little bit meh. It was fine. But that's all I got, guys. That's all the movie news headlines that I've been able to find. Let's just go over to the Twitterverse and see if we missed any trending headlines. Bridgerton. Paul Newton. More Bridgerton. So is it a Bridgerton type of day? Riley Keough, Lily Gladstone on the cover of Emmy. I just saw a trailer with Lily Gladstone for something. She's going to be in something next, right? She was good in um, that Scorsese picture, Killers of the Flower Moon. Challengers. I don't know what the heck that is. La Chimera. Now playing in cinemas in UK and Ireland. Josh O'Connor. Top. Okay, You Season 5. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes has received a B cinema score from the audience. Natasha Brennan. Season 5 of You. The Strangers Chapter 1. Madeline Pesh. Yes, this is what's opening up next week, guys. So I will be seeing it Thursday, I think. Thursday. I don't think there's an advanced screening of it. Let's pull that up. If there's an advanced one, it's usually on Wednesdays. No, nothing for Wednesday. So I will be seeing it on Thursday, right? Tarot Challengers. If that's the big one that's going to open up, but that's not the same audience as Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. So we got a 7:00 showing for that. Strangers Chapter 1 is at 6 p.m. So that's, guys, I'm sorry, but I will be prioritizing Strangers over If. I know that If will be the bigger movie. Oh, could I see both though? Maybe, I don't know. Horror suspense. And then we got that Amy Winehouse biopic that apparently is getting murdered on Rotten Tomatoes. Back to Back, is that what it's called? Wait, hold on. Back to Black. Sorry, Back to Black. Yeah, it's not looking good for Back to Black. 38% by 66 reviews. So that one I'm not going to prioritize. I'll maybe go see it on Cheap Tuesday the following week. I'll sneak into like a matinee maybe. Kind of a bummer. This is the danger of making these biopics, right? Because if you pull punches, this is why I'm not looking forward to the Michael Jackson biopic either, because I don't pull punches. Mark Kermode, its punchlines lack punch, but what it does have is a frankly dynamite central turn from Marissa Ablia, somebody who didn't like it. This is a middle-of-the-road biopic about a musician who was anything but. It's not great, but it's not terrible, so it's meh, but it's still around 38%. It's a bit long. Like, if you liked her music, I liked a few of her songs. I admired her passion. That's what I liked most about Amy Winehouse. Like, her musical style just wasn't, it's not in my tastes, but I admired her passion. I don't know, man. Told from Amy's perspective. I want to check it out. I do. There it is, hands down. I'll check it out. Why is that still there, James? Yeah, so I don't know if I can get into a earlier screening of If or not. If I can get on both, if I can hit both on Thursday, that would be awesome. 6:50 there, 9:40 there. No, so Strangers, it does. I will be seeing one on Thursday for sure. So no advanced screenings for either of those, right? Doesn't look like it. But then the week after that's Furiosa. So you got If, Back to Black, and Strangers, Chapter 1. Let's go back to the Twitter roundup. We were just looking at Madeline Pesh. That's what she stars in The Strangers. So what's next? I saw that TV Glow is now playing in theaters. Justin Smith and Bridget Lundy Payne. I remember the trailers for that, yeah. It's not playing, though. Not near me. Shang-Chi will be a screenwriter. Will be doing Godzilla X Kong. Yeah, we talked about that. Shogun Season 2. I want to watch Shogun. It's on FX, though, so I don't know where it's playing here in Canada. Because we don't have FX, do we? Joe Alwyn. Taylor Russell in Mother Couch. Good actress. Guys, you know how much I ragged on Bones and all. It wasn't because of her. It wasn't because of Timothée Chalamet. It was because of just the execution of the story. They like to eat people to the point where it's like, I love you so much, so I'm going to eat you. It's Luca Guadagnino. So, yeah. You've heard me rag on him before. The new trailer for Mother Couch has dropped, starring Ewan McGregor, Taylor Russell, and Ellen Burstyn. We like Ewan McGregor here on the channel, right? I don't even know what this movie's about. Let's see if we can track down some information. Mother Couch. Oh, it says 2023. 3 children are brought together when their mother refuses to move from a couch in a furniture store. Okay. Riza fans. Lake Bell. Lara Flynn Boyle. Wow, I haven't seen her in a while. What's she been up to? Like, what was the last movie she was in? Seriously. Men in Black 2? That was in 2002. Well, she's been acting and stuff, James. Hansel and Gretel get baked. Death in Texas. I actually heard that she had done some work on her face and it went bad. That's what I heard. Like putting in the fillers and stuff, and it made her face sag, which kind of is disappointing because she was stunning. Yeah, fascinating. Mike Face, Sophie Wilde honored. Okay. Rachel Zegler. Looking regal. Sophie Turner, Archie Madekwe, Haven for Prime Video. Yeah, I think we talked about that yesterday, right? A new series from Zara about her character named Zara. New featurette for House of the Dragon Season 2 next month, right? It's in June. No. Yeah, June. We're coming up, guys. And we will be doing full live watch-alongs for House of the Dragon here on the channel. Unless, well, except for my little hiatus in July, because it'll be weekly, right? But I think I'll only be gone for one weekend in July if it's on the Sundays. Yeah. Gareth Edwards, Manuel Garcia Ruffalo joins Gareth Edwards' Jurassic World movie alongside Scarlett Johansson and Jonathan Bailey. Yeah, I was just thinking about Scarlett Johansson. We're going to get some... She's coming back, and she's going to be doing some big projects again. She took time off there to spend time with her family, right? The new trailer for In a Violent Nature dropped. Yeah, we did a trailer reaction for that yesterday, and only 5 people watched it. But it's a horror, and as I said, I'm a big horror fan, guys, and that movie was getting a lot of buzz in a Violent Nature. Well, it's got 10 views now. That's okay. I don't know how else to promote that. They're saying now, YouTube metrics, I should be putting the names of similar like channels in the tags, which for the first while you were not supposed to do that, because you put those names of other similar channels to help people, like help the YouTube algorithm find out what kind of video the audience is meant for. That's the ideology now. We'll see. I'll start doing that, even though I don't like to do that because I don't use the names. John Campea or John Roca or Sean Chandler Talks Movies. I don't use the like I reference them every now and then, like what on their takes, like a Christian Harloff or something. But I don't. I feel a little uncomfortable putting their names in the tags when I don't really talk about their stuff. Um, we'll try it out for a week, and if it doesn't add any more views to things, then we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Because it would be nice if the trailer reactions for In a Violent Nature. And I understand that's a very niche horror, right? But we'll see. Lara Flynn Boyle looks like Melania Trump. Oh my God, does she? Um, but she was a good actress. She was. She had some talent. Um, people are really liking that Jesse Eisenberg video. 3,000 views. The Rock. See, look. I told you just this morning, the YouTube algorithm for some reason just decided now to pick up the Rock Apocalypse short. So it's going to be over 6,000 views now. So that's good. That's good. It's getting traffic. That's what these shorts are meant to do. It's meant to spark conversation. And that's exactly what's happened, because people are weighing in and saying, no, I don't want to see The Rock. Yes, I do like The Rock, and stuff like that kind of thing. That's what's supposed to happen with these things. So, and it's driving traffic towards the channel, which is good. So, good times here on the channel. Mirror Domains. Guys, I just jumped on for the weekend here. I thought we'd try things out. Tomorrow is Mother's Day, so if you're a mother, happy Mother's Day. I think I'll try to publish some shorts. I do want to maybe do a video for how did Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes do at the box office, because I champion that movie. It's going to be one of my favorites of the year. All right, so enjoy the rest of your day. Thumbs up. I'll see you next time. You're watching Mirror Domains. Thanks, Byfair, for joining the live chat.